talk about, are events like for a company to host their own events, as you mentioned, like that's one, like, or, set up a booth. Is that an expensive fare? Is there a stage that a company should reach before they start looking at events as a marketing channel?
So the first thing I would say is probably to almost go like one step back, right? So they should obviously, market map, who is your target ICP? What is the sector? What is the region?
Yeah.
How are you going to get in front of them? How many leads do you need to generate to get to the revenue? All the stuff that we know. So you've got all that. And then you almost have to go, now what's my budget and how am I going to split it?
Right.
And I think then you go, now I've done all that. I've ring fenced this amount for the events channel. And then you split that again. You go into another deep dive and you say, I'm going to do X amount on internal webinars. What by internal, I mean, customer or prospect webinars that you own.
Yeah.
I'm going to do X amount of maybe experiential meetups because I want to target someone in New York. That's going to be a big area. So we're going to do experiential meetups to our really targeted group of people. And then the other bit will be, and I just want to piggyback and exhibit at a trade show where you need to look at where are your competitors, really deep dive on their sales brochure, who are the attendees, where are they coming from, are they from your target ICP, and so on. And then you basically have to collate all of that before you even start to plan it. And then you have to make sure it's integrated to your other channels. So make sure your paid media is linked up with it, which we do really well with your guys, by the way. Make sure it's linked up with your social media. Make sure you've got some advocacy in there. Make sure you've got some email blast, email nurture. So basically you're syncing the whole thing. So it's almost like you take the full step back, then you go into events as a channel, then you deep dive that, and then you piece out how it's going to sync with the rest of it.
Right. Just similar to any other marketing channel, like you build out that entire funnel and make those informed decisions.
Exactly. It's exactly. Right. And I think that's the point, right? It's so simple, but people actually still, I guess, mentally don't see events as that pure play marketing channel. And it is exactly the same as any other channel.
Right.
But I think it's overwhelming because there is so much choice. Do you go in person? Do you go virtual? Do you do it yourself? Do you go to another booth? And that's why I think it's so important to take that step back and try and understand your macro picture for the year, what you actually have to achieve as a business. And then how is events going to support that? Because there are so many ways. And if you confuse it or you try to do too much, you'll get nothing. So you're almost better off just doing a couple of things with a light touch to start, see how it plays out, A/B testing like any other marketing channel, see how it plays out, and then you can sort of build on it.